Say, what do you think is going to happen in the next 2 weeks? Start with Gregg.
I think we're going to see a continuation of what we're seeing right now. I think you're going to see more the media doubling down in support, less and less objectively, if that's possible, in support of particular narratives, not just about the election, but about the world in general, our role in Ukraine, what's happening in Israel, certainly the nuclear doctrine that's going on, the economy that is buckling and collapsing in some sectors that we're being told is a healthy economy. I think we're going to see more and more of that to direct us to make the choices that support those narratives.
Yeah, I agree. Kingsley, what do you think?
Well, again, Gregg, you took the words out of my mouth. I don't often say that, but I think, we started off this program by talking about the media focus of attention. And I think now that there's so many balls in the air and there's so many narratives really kind of coming together, that they're going to up the ante and really focus on the management of perception, something we've talked about in this program. So, as long as you're focusing out there on the issues, doesn't matter if you're supporting of this side or that side or the right or wrong, as long as your focus is out there and somehow distracted and not on yourself, then you're getting involved in the chessboard. And I think, again, the media there's going to be a lot more media stories to get the focus onto certain narratives, and B, to get people's focus onto the media. So it's a kind of, a double-layered exterior focus. So yes, management of our perceptions externally away from ourselves, and less on a kind of inward reflectivity.
Good, thank you. Penny?
I see a couple of things. A few of them I mentioned at the beginning. I see big changes in the Russia-Ukraine war, like it's coming to an end, like soon. So fingers crossed there. And I also see like disclosures, big disclosures regarding ET stuff. And like that, where there've been this dribble, there's going to be like a bubble, a burst of ET information, and then nothing. But that gives people time to kind of get their mind around the fact that, oh, there really are others here. And what are they doing? And what are we doing with them? And et cetera, et cetera. And I think we need that time. And then the third thing is I see growing food shortages increasing in price, or food increasing in price, and gasoline, same thing. Extraordinary prices, awful prices. So I hope you guys have some cash on hand.
Well, I'm impressed with the number of sources, as I think I mentioned, that are talking about the likelihood or the possibility of some kind of a blackout for 10 days of the grid going down. It's many, in my case, many different places that are all talking about this thing. And that is given credibility, as far as I'm concerned, by the fact that it's very clear that the game is not over, that there's a whole lot of effort that's going to be put into trying to influence or change in this country, at least, to say nothing about internationally. I mean, there's hundreds of thousands of people in the streets in Tel Aviv trying to kind of bring the government down over there, to say nothing about other countries. And it is necessarily going to become shriller and shriller. They're going to try the best things that they've got. And so it will be increasingly interesting. I mean, I've been planning some trips going into October, and the back of my mind is saying, don't get stuck on the back end of the country for 10 days with no electricity, because you may never get back. And so that's what I've been thinking about. And so we'll come back in 2 weeks, and we'll talk about all of this and some other things as well. And so I hope that you'll all come back and be with us. So thank you, Gregg. Thanks, Kingsley. Thank you, Penny. And thank all of you who are in our audience. We really appreciate it, and all of the comments we get. See you soon.
Thank you all.
Thank you, everyone. Love you.